For the best sports in Lorain, that's TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good afternoon. Welcome to George Daniel Field. Jay Ferguson and Bob Tomaszewski along with Club TV 20. This is Johnnie Wilson and Milkovich Middle Schools, 7th grade football. First play, Dennis Pettis, number 11, the quarterback, passed it out wide to, number 22.
And while you mentioned Milkovich, that would be out of Maple Heights.
One of the great names in Ohio wrestling.
Oh, yeah. So they named a junior high after him, which is, that's only right. Yeah.
Yep. Long-time teacher and coach.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I've got some issues here. I don't have number 22 coming out wide. Oh, boy.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some numbers here. I see Seth Roig at left tackle. As we said, 11, Dennis Pettis Jr.
There we go.
Second hand 4. He's going to wing it out here to number 10, Jamar Ross. Jamar Ross hit behind the line, going to lose about a yard. Are we having technical difficulty? I'm not hearing anything. I'll just keep talking. Second and...
Are you hearing me?
Third and 5, yes.
Well, we'll have a conversation.
There. Oh,
there
what's that noise? Very good. Third and 5 for Johnnie Wilson. In the backfield with Pettis is number 17, Master Battles.
Okay, here we go.
In motion, number 15, London Chapman. There's the swing pass to Chapman. Gets a block, gets upfield, got a first down out across the 45 to the 47. Nice play there.
Yeah. Now, they've got to pay attention, Jay, because that pass was actually a lateral. It was thrown backwards, so you got to be careful.
As we have seen in
numerous games,
varsity games last week, I think Dalen Dower was credited with a 55-yard pass reception that was a lateral.
Correct.
And
but that would be statistically correct.
Yes.
If you throw it back, that's...
So, 1st and 10 for Johnnie Wilson. Low snap picked up. Pettis in trouble. Slides, beats one man, but he's going to lose. Let's see. It's all about where they mark him down. Going to lose
like
back 42.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Loss of about 5, 2nd and 15. First quarter action, no score. I want to welcome you all. We've got Club TV 20, Joe Bach, Bob Schlenbaker, Terry Trout, Jaden Morales, all here.
And as a reminder, in 8th grade football, there is no punting. There is no kickoffs or kickoff returns. So it's all
79 Demarian Perchinsky out on this side as Pettis pulls it down and takes off. You're going to lose another couple. Going to bring up 3rd and 17. There may be punting, but there's no returns.
There's no returns. I know
right.
There's no return yardage of any kind, which makes sense because they're trying to learn the game.
Yep.
And they learn real quick. It's not what you see on Sunday.
And you know what amazes me about that in middle school is last week we did a 9th grade game, and Benedictine had a kicker.
Oh, boy.
Who the week before just narrowly missed a 48-yard field goal.
Yeah. And I still don't understand why he was kicking down there. Do they have a guy in a varsity better than that?
Well, they haven't had to try anything of distance. Swing pass is out to 28, Desmond Maxwell, who gets ahead to the original line of scrimmage.
And now we'll see the punt.
Well, give him a little past, maybe a half a yard.
Actually, I'm thinking they're sending in a play.
4th and 9. Jamar Ross in with a play. Somebody's got to come out because we only have 2 on the sideline.
That's how you know how many's on the field.
Yeah. Talking to Coach Rob Fike before the game, and he said they were forced to forfeit their first couple games because they just didn't have enough players on the roster. They have 14 now. Pettis, snap, running around back there, caught from behind and tackled by Marvin Bell.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think Marvin's going to be tired at the end of this game.
Yeah. So
he's been on every tackle.
So the ball goes back to the 40 of Lorain, where Milkovich will take over on downs with 4:01 to go in the first quarter. Referee Mark Tressel spots the ball ready for play. Longtime Lorainite, former teacher, and all-around gentleman. Milkovich comes out in
kind of a tight formation.
Pistol, offset eye to the right.
Oops.
Ball on the ground as the center didn't get it back to the quarterback, David Collins. Number 7, he fell on it, and then Adasian Armstrong fell on him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Now they're moving the ball back.
Back a little bit more.
That's more better where he fell on it.
I'm thinking you're right, yeah.
Loss of 3.
Because he couldn't be on the line of scrimmage because
Right.
the kid did snap it back there.
Toss sweep, number 11, Don Mateo Thompson, gets the corner. He's got 10, and he's taken down there. Ankle tackle by number 9, Maurice McCree. But it'll be a first down inside the 30, almost to the 25. Let's call it. Well, let's let him put the ball down, then we'll get an eye. Right on the 26, they said it. Okay. 1st and 10 for Milkovich. Wilson is 1-1 on this season. As we said, the first 2 games they were unable to play. Coach Fike used the word forfeit, but you can't forfeit a game that hasn't been started, so they were just no contests. Again, offset eye.
Bye weeks. They had bye weeks in there.
High snap brought down. Thompson again straight ahead. Don Mateo Thompson is going to go 30 or 26 yards to the end zone.
Yep.
And Milkovich gets on the board. 6-0 with 2:51 in the first quarter. And that just opened up really well.
Now, should I get on my soapbox and make my normal thing on the first PAT? They should change the rules in 8th grade football.
I agree.
And actually 9th grade. If you run it in, you get 1 point. If you kick it in, you get 2 points. Encourage the kicking part of football. It's not that a young kid could do that if he practiced. Here we go.
Totally agree, although when I played, they didn't even have goalposts.
Well, that might behoove somebody to play on a field that's got at least 1 goalpost.
The pass was intended for 29 Dylan Bailey, and it was behind him, incomplete. So Milkovich breaks on top 6-0.
There we go.
And we'll come back to the 35, and Lorain will put it in play from there. As we said, no kickoffs.
Imagine in your mind, Milkovich kicked off, Lorain caught it at the goal line, and they ran it out to the 35. And here we are, first and 10.
And you know what? It's just like on Sunday without the commercials before, during, and after.
Well, you could have missed it with a commercial. Yeah, we'll just say you missed it with a commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, my. But this is great, and we like to, here comes some of the
McCree is
older
the center.
Titans coming out to watch the boys.
Over the ball, going to snap it back to Pettis. Pettis hands it off.
Nice run.
Nice move there by Ross. Ross gets to the outside, gets about 7 across the 40. Brought down by Marvin Bell. Give him 8 at the 43.
We'll take 8. That's a good, first down play.
And one of the side benefits besides playing here where they play on Friday night is as the JV and varsity end practice, and this is the freshman crew coming across because they use the locker room under the stadium. But you get a chance to play at the in front of the bigger guys for a while.
Exactly.
This is a good thing.
There could be some brothers out there, I'm sure.
Toss sweep there
to
Battles. Battles corner. Battles first down. Battles run. Not run. Is he run out of bounds? Yes, he is. He's about half a step from scoring there as he crossed the 50 before he went out of bounds. Here it is again. Pettis, toss sweep. Uses speed to beat the first couple. Stiff arms a man.
He's right, don't move, but he just stepped out. Yeah.
Some of the guys on the line for the Titans, Seth Roig, 48, and Javian Luna, 75, are up there. 79 or 78, Edwin Brewer is also on the line. There's a pitch to 88.
Room to run.
28, excuse me. 28, Desmond Maxwell gets grabbed by the shirt and kind of dragged backwards. Going to be a gain of about 2 when all is said and done. Maybe, okay, they're going to go back up there. I'm watching the box, and I should be watching the football. A gain of 2. Second and 8.
Do you have 8th grade football to learn how to play?
Well, this is
football.
7th even.
In 7th grade.
Yeah.
Why do you have those programs? Get them interested in the game. Get them learn to like the game.
Yep.
Say, what would this be like? As much fun as it. How about on Friday night when it's dark and the lights are out? Ooh, man. Sure.
Whoops.
Whoop, just a little bit early there.
Stephen Gardner, 55, fired across for Milkovich. I'm assuming they're the Mustangs, as the high school is. And the 5-yard walk-off, instead of 2nd and 8, makes it 2nd and 3.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Titans need to go to just outside the 39 for a first down with 1:11 to go. Handoff. Tom not going anywhere that time is Battles. 46, Derek Williams. 49, Kenny Ward on the stop. And now we go back to where we just were on the loss of 5.
Lost the down. That's the only
3rd
problem.
and 8. The ball got booted around there. 28, Desmond Maxwell back in. Out, number 10, Jamar Ross. They're 2 of the receivers and skill guys that they've used, along with 15, London Chapman. 70, who we don't have a name for, unfortunately. That's Chapman. There's a flag behind the play as Chapman gets down to the 43. It's thrown where holding is.
And the guy's clutching his
what
wrist.
It is. Looked like it was right in the middle of the line. Going to be up to Milkovich as to whether or not it's going to be 4th and 3.5 or 3rd and 18.
Well, let me think here.
Well, one thing I know about being a captain of the middle school football team is you don't have to think. You just have to look to the side.
Look at the coach, yes. Actually, that's true all the way up.
Yeah. Declined.
Interestingly
enough.
Wow.
I think we'd have both missed that if we'd have bet on it. 4th, so it's, let's see now. These officials are not on the same page. Now we're getting there.
Too late. I mean, you can't change it.
Right. Fourth down and about 4 for the Titans. They wind the clock with under 20 seconds to go. Dennis Pettis has him up to the line. Whistle. Timeout. Wilson. Coach Fike wants to talk things over with 14 seconds left. Receivers on the far side will get a chance to mention Adazian Armstrong and Desmond Maxwell. I'm trying to go through here and find some of the guys that we haven't mentioned. 44, Josh Garcia is there. 78, Edward Brewer, just to see if I can eliminate and know who some of these non-numbers are. I do not have a name for number 70, so if that is you or you are a family member, I apologize.
The other one I'm looking for is number... Yeah, we got him.
Do we have a number 44?
Do we have a number?
Yes, we do. That is Josh Garcia.
Do we have a number 9?
Yes, that's Maurice McCree.
Oh, you added that.
Yeah, I wrote that one in. Yeah, that's on the text from Joe. We've only got 13 names, and we have 14 players in uniform. So we are missing one. 15 is London Chapman. 79 is Demarion Perchinsky. 44, Josh Garcia.
Perchinsky might be a relative of mine. I'm not sure.
Could be. Number 70 is the man we don't have, who's lined up at right tackle right now. There's a flag as Lorain had 10 on the field and tried to sneak one on, but he was running toward the line as the ball was snapped.
That's not good.
So
you can play with 10 as long as you got 7 on the line.
Right. You are allowed 11, though, and it's encouraged.
Well, now they got.
I think what happened was somebody was over at the medical kit getting something, so they counted to 3 and didn't see the guy in the back row.
Right. Now they're going to figure if they all go
No
in.
flag. That's interesting. And that's fine.
Maybe they had 7 on the line. If the guy was going forward, it doesn't matter. You can go forward if you're back.
Okay, so here we are.
All
now
right.
we are set. 4th and 4. Pettis, toss sweep to Battles. Battles cuts it inside one man, but he's going to struggle to get back to the line. There is a flag, and it's right about where the pile is. So it could be almost anything.
I saw.
I'm guessing that it might be on the defense, the way the side judge is talking to the coach.
We'll get it.
Yep. This could be a face mask.
I saw an official make a signal last Friday that I still don't know what it is. He had his hand out in a fist, and he took his other hand and patted on the back of his hand.
Oh, yes.
And I thought of Catholic school right away.
Yeah, right.
And a ruler.
Bad handwriting.
But that wasn't it.
So, the offsides is what was called a little bit late, but it is a first down in any event.
Well, thank you very much.
The ball goes to the 39.
Have you seen that signal, though?
No, just the one time.
I'm thinking, what the heck is that?
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Wilson, but that'll come up in the second quarter. We've played one quarter here at DeGeorge. Milkovich, 7th graders, 6. Johnnie Wilson, 7th graders, nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Johnnie Payne. I'm 18 years old and in 12th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying mechanical engineering and robotics through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I'm also working on my 2-year college degree through Titan College's College Credit Plus program. In CTE's Mechanical Engineering and Robotics program, we get to use our mind and imagination to create anything we want. My teacher, Mr. Bogan, really made applied math fun. Bogan's a really good teacher and he makes making friends easy. He cares, he does his job. It makes it a lot easier for us to understand and we are able to do it. He has really high expectations for us. I learned how to read blueprints, how to create a robot. It's mind-blowing how easy it can be if you just put your mind to it. As for Titan College's College Credit Plus program, it's a lot of homework, but if you're not lazy, you can figure it out. Sometimes taking college credits in high school can be overwhelming, but it keeps you from slacking off because you know it's on your college transcript. The teachers in CCP are really professional and expect more from us, but they understand that we are still high school students. I'm really grateful for this program. There are no excuses for not doing it. Thanks to Titan College and Career Tech, I will have more than a year of college coursework completed by the time I finish high school. Thanks to my Career Tech mechanical engineering classes, I have a hands-on basis for what I want to do, and that makes me feel really confident. CTE gave me this confidence. If it wasn't for this program, I wouldn't want to be in this career field. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to the Lorain High's Mechanical Engineering Career Tech program and Titan College.
Veterans benefits earned through your service in the National Guard or Reserve can offer a range of support.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I received.
From home loans to job training, go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to find out more, even how to apply online using eBenefits.
This is one of the best things I ever did in my life.
We were very fortunate to have these benefits, so we definitely ought to use them.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about your VA benefits today.
Back here at George Daniels, second quarter about to begin. The Titans from General Johnnie Wilson, 7th grade, on the move. They are inside the 40 of Milkovich.
They got a little drive going here.
Yeah. First
Aided
and 10.
by a couple of penalties, but that's part of the game too.
Yep.
So take advantage.
back out. Dennis Pettis Jr. is the quarterback. You know, this is interesting. This will tell you short timer. His favorite player is Kareem Hunt. Handoff to, well, Pettis keeps it, fakes the handoff to Battles and loses a couple. But
I'm just thinking maybe they'll close their line splits down a little.
Yeah. Loss of two. Favorite player Kareem Hunt a year ago. Nobody in the world knew who Kareem Hunt was. He was just a Toledo Rocket. Now he's the flash running back for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Almost
he's
600 yards out from scrimmage in 3 games.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Titans up to the line, 2nd and 12.
And he was probably like the 40th player taken.
Oh, he was a 3rd-round pick. Low snap. Pettis pulls it down. Going to run a quarterback keep. Got hit at the 40 and spun back. Going to mark him right at the 40 for a gain of about a yard. He's actually a Cleveland area kid. I think he went to Willoughby South.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And went to Toledo and had a very, he was the, on all the draft gurus, he was a sleeper on a bunch of those boards, and he was a 3rd-round pick because.
Well, that's a good thing, too, for the MAC Conference, who every once in a while upsets the Big Ten, and, the kid.
Great. Yeah. And the school at University of Toledo.
Yeah, say, look, hey, this is the kind of guys we got.
Yeah.
There you go.
Motion now, Maxwell. Snap is late. Flag as there was all kinds of movement. Offsides against Milkovich is going to be the call, so that'll move the ball from the 40 to the 35.
Maybe why they're in there so quick.
Yeah.
Slow down, guys.
Third and 6 now from the 45, or from the 35, excuse me.
Can you believe, though, that the Titans are going to play game number 5, 6? That's like we're in the second half of the season already?
And it's 90 degrees today.
Oh, yeah.
Motion. Pettis wants to throw, now pulls it down, has to run, and doesn't get back to the line before he's stacked up by Marvin Bell and 55 Stephen Gardner for Milkovich.
But how about those Titans?
Yeah.
Having a good year, man.
Very good. They start conference play this week with Cleveland Heights.
Yep.
And they downed football
international game.
Well, they have their first international win last week.
How many teams can say they've played a team from out of the country?
Yeah.
Not many. You don't get a lot of those out in Arizona.
No, I'm thinking, toss to Battles. Gets a block by his wide receiver.
Oh, my.
Down inside the 30, down inside the 25. That's going to move the sticks. Good patience.
Yes.
And I want to credit Josh Garcia with a huge crackback block.
Yeah.
Now, if you see this on replay, you'll see that Josh was the guy that went to the turf. But
he got his.
Check this
here
out.
It comes.
There's the toss. Beats the first man with speed. Now here comes Josh. He's out of the
cut
screen.
Out his block.
Too much zoom.
Yeah, but that's
but
a
Josh
nice
Garcia,
picture right there.
Yes,
yeah,
made
right
a nice and then a nice run by Master Battles. So 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 24, looking to tie things up or perhaps go ahead. Whoops! Whistle again.
I'm shocked.
Traveling this time. Titans were moving. Well, it's all part of that process that you just talked about, Bob.
You gotta learn.
Got to learn to get into a stance and hold still.
Yep.
I know one thing. When I was in, there it is. Here's the crackback. Boom, and down goes Garcia. But that's a great look at it. He got in front of his man, and that's what you're supposed to do.
What happened to you in practice if you jumped offside? The coach come over and say, "Hey, you come here." Well, 2 laps around the field.
No, back when
that's
I
what we
Tom
had.
Kalo had a thing called bear crawls.
Well, same idea. You did not want to make that mistake again.
Yes, there's the whistle again. Timeout, Lorain. I can remember several years ago when Admiral King was still open, coming here for an early scrimmage, and I couldn't tell you who they scrimmaged, but the team that they scrimmaged had a couple of guys that jumped off sides a couple times in the scrimmage, and we were cooking hot dogs for the two teams. The assistant coaches had them out, and they'd start them on goal line, and they had to run 5 yards and do 5 up, downs, down and back. And you talk about horrible in the hot August sun.
And the coaches were really upset because they had to be out there with them.
They didn't get no hot dogs.
Yeah, that's it.
But, it's it's all a part of the process, and learning discipline is one of the many reasons why schools sponsor sports, working together.
That's
with your
teamwork, all that
teammates.
kind of, yeah. There is, the old thing, it seems trite, but they are little lessons in life. What are you going to do when you get knocked down? What do you do when you get laid off? Go out and get another job. Or you're going to sit there and cry.
Coach McFarland over in the locker room has a great quote on the board, and I wish I could remember it in its exactness, but basically it talks about responding. People who learn to respond to adversity will be successful, whether it's on the football field or later in life.
You got it.
And it's so true, and it's so hard to figure that out when you're 12 years old.
Yeah.
But
if you get it ingrained in your head,
right. So the Titans are back out, 1st and 15.
Well, I'll tell you a follow-up story to that after this play, if we can get the play off.
Pettis is in the backfield, along with, I'm guessing that's Armstrong, number 8. Because McCree 9 is over the ball. Motion now, Maxwell gives straight ahead. And
there we go.
And that is Armstrong. And Armstrong is down inside the 21 for a gain of 9.
Yeah, good job.
Going to bring up 2nd and a long 6, the way they
I
spot
can
the
remember
ball.
when I got riffed one time, reduction in force. So that's just a matter of numbers. So, you keep going. And one guy came up to me, he says, Tom, he says, I got to give you credit. I said, what do you mean? He said, you don't moan and groan about what's going on, and I'll give you the punchline after this.
Pass out. Complete. Nice move outside.
There we are.
Chapman.
Yeah.
Chapman races to the pylon. He's going to get
he's
dragged
close.
down just
Close.
outside the end zone at about the 2. Nice move by London Chapman there on the the bubble screen.
Right, and I told this was an assistant coach that I had, and I told him, I says, Tim, I said, I got to tell you one thing I learned in football. You got 25 seconds to get the next playoff. You don't have a lot of time to worry about what just happened.
Yeah.
Move on, buddy. And that is what we're trying to do here.
Yes, totally it is. I mean, and you know what? It even if it wasn't you that went in motion, your team's going back 5, and you're a part of that.
Yep.
So
and I did get my job back, too.
Yes. 1st and goal for the Titans. 6-0 Milkovich here, 3:43.
Come on, boys. You're right down there knocking on the door.
That is Battles, and Battles not going to get back to the line. Gets maybe 2 of 3.
A lot of bodies in the middle there.
A lot of upright bodies in the middle, which means that the defense won.
Looks like where they've had success is that if they can get it on the perimeter a little bit. So let's see what happens here.
Now Chapman comes out.
Wait a minute. There's only 2 on the sideline.
There's the 3rd.
Oh, he was getting a drink. Okay, I'm sorry.
Low snap. Pettis picks it up, tries to go off between guard and tackle, and just not there. He's going to be back to the 5 now. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. What you don't want to do, you've taken almost the whole quarter here. It's 2:45 to
You'd
go.
like to get the score,
get
tie
the
it up,
score.
yeah.
Play coming in with Chapman, 15.
And actually, you never know. You might get the 2. So
right.
Then you're really feeling kind of froggy in the locker room at halftime, or down on the goal line, or wherever
Edwin
they're going to
Brewer,
meet.
70. Oh, excuse me. That's Demarion Perchinsky coming out, 79. Whistle, timeout, Lorain. That play took a long time with 2:21 to go in the half. The Titans take time, and we'll keep it here. Bob, one of the harder things to learn, I would think, at this age is that snap for the spread that so many teams are using. And quite honestly, Johnnie Wilson is using it because the high school is using it.
And I understand that completely, but you could get up under center.
Right.
Lorain does, the varsity does
now
get
they
under
are.
center.
Yes, they are.
Nice to have 2 ways to go at that. Because I always had a problem. I never claimed to be the smartest guy, but you need a yard on the goal line.
Mm-hmm. Let's take it back 6.
So I'm going to snap it back 6 or 7 and then see if we can get that 7 or 8 to get.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
You know, it's like somebody once said about baseball, you know, if you don't have a catcher, you're going to have a lot of pass balls.
Yeah.
And that's
Good
kind
call.
of the same
Good
thing
call,
with a snap. If you don't, you know, and I think one of the unsung heroes on Lorain's varsity has been for the last year and a half Rashawn Rogers, who's just done a fantastic job snapping the ball every play for the offense, whether they're up under center as they are so often this year or in the gun like they were every play last year.
You take it for granted after a while, yeah.
Well, until you play a team like Lorain played last year when Toledo Scott must have had 10 bad snaps.
Yeah. Or how about this? Get out there and try that sometime.
Yeah.
Just get out with the kids and try that.
Well, number one, you put your head down and the whole world's upside down. And
And
then you better get your head up or you're going to get knocked out.
Yes, indeed.
You know, try it with if you can do it without anybody over you. Let's see if you can get Mr. Wyatt to come visit.
Oh, jeez.
Pettis passed too
man.
high.
That was
intended
there.
for Chapman. He got both hands on it. Incomplete, though. It's going to make it 4th and goal. And the concept was beautiful.
That might almost be worth doing again.
Yeah.
That was a practice. I mean, the guy defending him was way shorter.
Here we'll see it.
Yeah.
Motion coming away from where the play ends up going. Pettis pulls the snap down. And
look at that difference.
Oh, my goodness.
Stick it in his numbers.
Stick it in his face mask and he
well,
catches
that'll
it,
work,
I think.
too.
Yeah. Just get it down there.
Here we go.
Whistle, timeout, Lorain. I mean, timeout, Milkovich. Lorain's out of timeouts. And interestingly, that's the same formation that they had with the 2 receivers to the far side. Jamar Ross last play came
in motion.
Motion to leave that man out there alone. And it may very well be that that's what Milkovich is thinking, same play.
Yep.
So now, as the two teams are huddled up, if you're the Lorain offensive coach, you're thinking, okay, if they, you know, if he's not there, who's going to be on the other side if that's the play? You know,
you still have a big, tall receiver.
Right. I like
throw
the
it,
odds
if you
too.
throw it like a little bit high and let him jump up and get it, that's really hard to, you know.
Well, last Friday when Clarkson was here and the varsity was playing Clarkston, I mean, it was 42-21, and Lorain was almost in total control of the game, except for
that kid,
David Mardner, number 1, who was 6'5", 200 pounds, and caught 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah,
and he had tremendous footwork to go along with great size. I mean, he dotted the I a couple times in the back corner of the end zone, and you know, the throws were coming from their number 2 and then number 3 quarterbacks. Oof. As their number 1 man didn't travel because he had been hurt the week before.
Oh, my. Well, here we go.
So we'll see what happens here. Pettis puts motion, Ross across. Give to Battles. Battles tries to get the corner and pulled down by the shirt. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Milkovich on the tackle, 21, Curtis Minifield. And they will take over as they hold at the 7-yard line with 2:06 to go in the quarter. You'll see some more of the freshman footballers on their way through to the locker room as Milkovich takes over.
There's a replay here.
It just never had a chance. It was a jailbreak.
Nope.
So I haven't seen a 36 yet, so I'm almost going to guess that Tavion Buxton is that man. Pitch sweep, and he's got the corner. He's really got the corner. He's got no one. Oh, he gets dragged out of bounds. Nice angle there. And number 9, Maurice McCree, the center on offense, runs down, but it's a...
You hate to see that with closing out the time here.
31-yard gain out to the 42, where it'll be 1st and 10. Running out of bounds stops the clock.
And now they're feeling a little frisky.
Right. Now they're feeling like they can do anything.
Yeah, the shadow of that goalpost isn't beating down on the back of their neck.
Just no contain there, and he uses speed to get the corner. And once he did get the corner.
What do they say about speed?
Speed kills.
It sure does.
Can't coach it either. There's the toss again. Same play, different side. And this one's going to end up in the house. Don Mateo Thompson is going to go 58 yards. and put another one in the house, and that was 94 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it was 2:01 when they took over. It's 1:40 now, and that was.
And the thing is, I mean, there were people around each ball carrier.
Right.
But you have to tackle them.
So Milkovich will set up for the 2-point conversion with 1:40 to go in the half, and that was just really well done. And that is a long striding 7th grader.
Oh, that is, yeah. You do have that fluid motion when you're all alone.
Yes. So the try for 2-point conversion, David Collins, the quarterback, has them out. Now at tailback number 9, Javon Baker, but he's going to bounce it to the outside. He's going to get to the corner, and conversion is good, and it is 14-0 Milkovich with 1:40 to go in the half. It doesn't take long, Bob, when you can get the corner.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's always, you know, all the years of coaching, the first thing you try, every coach, offensive coach, test the defense's perimeter. Because if you can get around the perimeter, you don't have to worry about anything else.
Well, you don't have to fight with those big guys.
That's right. Just give it to them and let them run, man.
You know, last week when the varsity played, I hate to keep going back to that, but their nose man was 6'7" and 375 pounds.
Yeah, you're not going to run at that guy.
No, he's not going to move. So, plan A is and about half the time when they went outside, they didn't block him at all.
Yeah, why would you?
Because he's not going to catch a Dalen Dower or Zion.
Well,
Cross
no, I'm not
or
thinking
Tyshawn
on his best day he's not catching those guys.
Although if he fell on them.
That would be a whole different thing.
Yeah. So the Titans wander up to the line at the 35, putting it in play, now down 2 scores. Pettis looks like he and the back were on a different page. Pettis makes a move, tries to get outside and didn't get any help, and then dropped the football. Uh-oh. The recovery was made by Javier Baker, the guy that ran the conversion, and back in business at the 29 is Milkovich. So that took 11 seconds, and the Mustangs have it again. Here it is. I think if he'd have cut it up, he might have had.
The thing, too, you have to learn, get all you can and go down.
Yeah. He's swinging it out there.
See, now.
He had battles there.
Yeah.
If he'd have gone up behind him, he might have been able to get some positive yards and get to the ground. In any event, it's 1st and 10. There's the toss sweep to Baker, the man who recovered the fumble, and he is treated rather rudely by London Chapman, number 15.
Yeah, they're saying there, take that, fella.
I think is that a flag? If it is, it's behind the cluster on the Titans sidelines. Didn't see what it was, even on the replay. Now we've got a Mustang on the ground. Officials talking
possibly
to
a
him.
shoe caper,
I don't know.
equipment, or an injury.
Rashid Martin now going through. Now there's a flag. Hello.
That was right there. I wonder what somebody did something.
Okay, well, it's going to go backwards. Somebody said he might have had metal cleats on, and I don't know.
Where can you even buy metal cleats?
Well, let's see. The flag takes it back to the 47.
Well, if that's the case, then he can't play until he changes his shoes.
Well, he might not be able to play at all after that. Let's see what.
What is the signal? I thought you could have the little metal tips.
And I'm not sure why they're bringing the sticks back.
Yeah, they're point. You guys got to stay way down there.
No, they are. They're going to go it should go the first
down
was at the 28. That's still on the scoreboard. So now they've gone too far. They're going to put him at the 25. That's fine. There's a minute
Close
16. Now they're going to call him back a little. Things you don't see on Friday night.
Well, really, regardless of the level, there should be an adult over there, at least one.
Yes. So now it's going to be at the 27, which means they've got to get to the 17.
It's a long way.
From the 47, it's actually.
But they did that. They did that real quick on the other,
So there's a high snap brought down, and Collins brings it to the near side. Knifing through and making a solid tackle
5.
as Battles.
Yeah.
He certainly knows how that feels. Yes. And the ball is back on the Mustang side of the 50 now at the 47. Minute 3 to go, and Maple calls timeout.
See, I'm not. If that cleat thing were true, I mean, I didn't think any sporting goods store would sell something that was illegal.
It could be baseball shoes.
Well, then shame on it. Then the coach ought to be.
Well, that's what
walk home, coach.
That's all I.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't think of another sport that uses metal cleats. I mean, even golf doesn't anymore.
No, they're all rubber. Yeah. Plastic of some kind.
Situation is a minute 3 to go in the half. Milkovich on top, 14-0.
Add it up.
Well, according to the scoreboard, it's 38. 2nd and 38. That's a lot.
That is.
That's more than 10.
Oof.
It's more than 10 and 20 and 15. So.
It was kind of philosophical there.
Yeah.
Jay.
They've got, it's more than the original 10 and the penalty yardage. And
well, then then on the play, you finally run a play and lose another 5.
Yeah. That's even longer than that, though. They've got to go to the 17, so it's 36, actually, rather than 38, but who's counting? I just did. 2nd and a long way to go, but we saw in the last possession that Mr. Thompson is capable of taking it a long way.
Oh, there's no question. I got that.
Took it 58 the last time.
2nd down.
Son, why don't you call this play? Milkovich with 1 timeout left now. There's an interesting signal down here.
I'm not sure what that is.
I think it's from the disco era.
That could be, yeah.
Looked like Saturday Night Fever. Snap back high, toss to Thompson. They're thinking like I'm thinking, but Mr. Battles was too, along with number 70. Tavion Buxton.
They got a
is what
gift
we're
too
guessing.
because the Lorain defender was kind of leaning over the line.
Well, I was going to say the far side of the Maple line was in the backfield too.
Well, maybe that's it all
a little
equal.
bit. And it's what if.
But what I would and I was official for a long time. Somebody should tell those kids, hey, you got to back up.
Yep.
You let them, as long as they're not getting an advantage. But, hey, you got to make sure you're back. Now, if you do it again, then I'm going to call you.
Right.
But that's the old,
Right. I agree.
Preventative and teach the kids something. Don't just be a knucklehead yelling at them.
They're on the 41. They've got to get to the 17, the opposite 17.
Oh.
A collision in the backfield, going to lose some more, and that was Baker. And he got taken to the turf by Buxton.
And that should do it.
Let's see. Yep, that does do it. Which means we're not going to see what they have on 4th and about 50. That's the end of the first half. Maple Heights, Milkovich Middle, 14. The 7th graders from Johnnie Wilson, nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Blake Bartley. I'm 16 years old in 10th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying welding and manufacturing the Lorain High's Career Tech Education Program. After that first class, I knew it was something that I would want to stick with. I could have a future in this. I put pieces of metal together and have learned all different types of welding, like MIG and stick. I get to learn TIG welding my junior year. We've done a lot of projects so far and I've gained a lot of experience. Overall, the program is fun and pretty laid back. It's never boring because you're always doing something in the class. Krashenko is by far my favorite teacher. He interacts with us and gets along pretty well. It's stuff he's taught me is going to seriously help me when I need to weld my own car one day. That's why I'm going to University of Northwestern Ohio to continue my education in welding. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Welding and Manufacturing Career Tech program.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Back here at George Daniel, third quarter ready to get underway. Milkovich Mustangs with the ball at their own 35. They are the 7th graders, and there's a give straight ahead. And a nice play by number 28, Desmond Maxwell, pulling down the back.
Yeah,
and that was number 11, Thompson, who has the 2 touchdowns.
Mustangs have the ball and the lead in this game.
Excuse me, it wasn't Thompson. That was Bell, number 5. 2nd and 8. Take care of some housekeeping here. Apologies to this young man, number 70, Sheldon King. We didn't have his name in the first half, so we called him the man with
70.
no name, basically,
yeah,
or number 70, or...
We sent one of our scouts down.
Yes,
one of the
did.
TV20 crew.
We got a million of them. That's Thompson. Thompson going right into the hole. 78, Brewer kind of crashed the party there and just sent the pile tumbling.
And Brewer could do that. He's a pretty good-sized young man down there.
On the bottom of the pile was Jamar Ross, 10. And the ball is out to just short of the 40. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Now, we've seen a lot in this game, but one thing we haven't seen, Tomo, is a punt.
Yeah, it's like we're not worrying about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems to be the philosophy on both sides.
Now
it could be a 7th grade philosophy. I don't know.
Now on the track, you've got some of the varsity guys down there heaving the ball around. That's the secret weapon, Isaiah McDowell down there. There's the give straight ahead. That's Bell. And
oh, boy.
That is Chapman, London Chapman, in the backfield for a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, they're looks like a different team.
Well, it does. You know, one thing, when you got 14, now they're fresh after halftime, too.
Well, yeah. So get on them quick.
Yep. Here's the give, and Tavion Buxton had a nice penetration from the backside and just chased him right into Chapman, who made sure he didn't get any farther. 4th and 7.
Here we go. This is a big play. Yeah.
Collins is
right
the
out of the
quarterback.
box. A big play.
Snap back toss to Thompson.
Not
Thompson
today.
hitting the backfield, and there's
Another
an adjustment.
Loss.
And that is 17, Master Battles.
Yeah.
And
so a great, super first series by the Titans.
4 plays -1, and they take over on the 34.
Yeah. That's all it was, -1? It looked like they lost on every down, didn't
they?
Yeah,
it sure did,
but that's the way it is.
You know what? It turned the ball over.
That's the bottom line to that is we got the ball, brother.
And it is 5:44 to go in the third quarter. The Titans of Johnny Wilson with the ball. You know, that's something that one high school does is that everybody can be the Titans.
That's true.
If you go to Elyria, they're all Pioneers. So 2 receivers to each side. Dennis Pettis Jr. is the quarterback. Next to him is Master Battles. He turns. He wants to keep it. Running left and treated rather rudely by Davian Reynolds, 45. Going to be a loss of a yard. And, you know, one of the things that you have some difficulty with, I would imagine, with 14 players is finding somebody to learn how to block.
Well, that and then giving you some good practice time.
Right.
You know, I mean, you could block dummies all day long.
Right, but all of a sudden when the guy
you got to have a live
you
body
moves.
over there, yeah.
And that's, you know, I think that is one of the things that we're seeing here with the difficulty on offense. Now we've got hobbling off is Pettis. So we're going to have a change at quarterback.
He's got a bad wheel, I think.
Yeah. little bit of a hitch in his get-along as he came off.
Got to get the tire pump out.
I think that's Chapman. Oops.
Oh, man.
Whistle as Chapman called for the ball, and a little bit different look from the quarterback in the center.
Never fails.
Yeah, and it wasn't the quarterback or the center. It was the wide receiver who was used to going at the same time moved, and it's going to cost him 5 back to the 40. So the defense gained 1. Now the offense has lost 6. 2nd and 16. King in. Out comes Armstrong. Prachinsky, Luna, McCree on the right side of the line. Brewer as well in there on the line. Sweeping to the near side. Breaking some tackles. Going to get down inside the 30 to the 29. That's Mr. Chapman, and he's finished that run rather nicely.
That's a heck of a run.
Yeah. So he's down to the 29, where instead we go from 2nd and 16 to 3rd and 5.
That's doable. Here's another look. Coming out here, there's a guy that misses.
Yep.
Then we break that tackle. Just get out of that. There's
2,
another
3,
one.
4,
get away from
5,
me.
6.
Well, half the team hit him.
Yeah. He's an equal opportunity tackle breaker. So 3rd and 5, and you've got to believe it's been 4-down territory because, as we say, we haven't had a punt. London Chapman now at quarterback. Master battles next to him. Motion now, 28 Maxwell. He gets the jet
There's
sweep.
an opening.
He's got a corner. He's got inside the 20.
Get on your horse.
Inside the 15,
nice
down to
run.
the 11.
There you go.
And, we talked in a little bit of the first half about, probing the outside on teams. And one of the things when you're having trouble blocking the middle, get it to the outside as quick as you can, and that's what they just did.
You have to give the line credit. They at least jammed it up so there was no deep penetration and let the guy get to the corner.
But you could see the backer coming through and got,
I see one of the subs just sitting down on the bench down there. I said, give me a jersey, I'll go in.
That's my dinner date. Davion Dower from the varsity.
Down there watching the guys.
Yeah. There's the snap. Keep. Inside the 10, down to about let's give him the 9.
So where are you going to take that boy? You're going to take him to the
well, we're partial to Mutton Jeffs has a special on Tuesday
not bad.
nights.
It's not bad.
And, we take a lot of the guys up there when they do something special in the classroom.
Yes.
And as I said, Davion earned that with an A on Miss Voor's trig test last week, so she and I are going to take him out. Titans set, snap back, give the battles. Battle straight ahead, 5 down to the 4.
All right.
That was good. That was a good push there. And
yep, and when he made his cuts, he was going ladder. He wasn't going backwards, giving up to. So they got 2 shots to get it. Well, they could get a first down.
Yeah.
But don't screw around. Get the touchdown and be done with it.
McCree comes in now, replacing Armstrong. Interesting. McCree in the first half was the center. Now he's a wide receiver, and somebody was laughing when they said, he's a wide receiver center.
Well,
that's what he is. 36.
When you have few numbers, then you got to double dip on things.
Yeah. Buxton, good snap. Fake the option, cutting it ahead.
That's a first down.
Chapman.
Well, he's inside the 1. Wouldn't you think?
Stopping the clock. Well, the footwork says first down on the official on the far side. So,
yeah.
They put the sticks down. The box is at the 1, 1st and goal. Titans down 14-0. Speaking of Stacy Vore, there she is.
Okay.
Play comes in with Josh Garcia, 44. Titans up to the line. Still Chapman at quarterback, battles at halfback. Whistle, flag. I pointed to the
He points to
varsity
the bench.
bench.
Silent. Yeah, all 6 of them. Get over there on it.
Innocuous, huh? They're back at the 30-yard line. The ball is at the 1.
Now,
They're not going to get in the way.
Was that on the guy in the T-shirt or the guy in the tank top? Coaching outfits today are tank tops.
Snap. Quarterback
Get up
keep.
in there. Get up in there.
This is going to be any kind of yak because there was almost instant contact. He's back at the 2. Timeout, and they fumbled. I thought I saw the ball pop loose and number 9 Baker come away with it. Just pulled it out of his hand is what happened.
Man.
So another drive goes for naught with 38 seconds to go.
Should have had 2.
And the Titans,
I mean, this game
could be tied
very easily.
Yeah, the Titans have been down there
well,
twice.
They were inside the 2-yard line there.
Yep.
And on the other one, they were inside the 5.
Yep.
So.
And the last time we were down here in this almost exact same spot,
they
Maple
rumbled
Heights
it out.
took it 96 yards in 2 plays.
2 plays.
And it was a toss sweep left followed by a toss sweep right.
Yeah.
So
well, you could get some penetration and possibly get a safety.
Well, I mean, they did get penetration on the first possession.
The ultimate
of
play.
The half.
You get points and you get the ball
there's
back.
no better play.
Unless you're losing by,
Yeah, 4. There's a keeper around the near end by Collins. Collins breaks a tackle out to the 9. You're going to give him the 10. Tackle on the play by number 10, Jamar Ross. But out of the shadow of their own goal line, and 2nd and 3 now for Milkovich. We're to the point where they don't have to run another play in the third quarter. As they
Lorain did have the ball almost the entire.
That was the
quarter.
4th play that Maple Heights, or 5th play that they have run,
Correct.
and the clock runs out. So we've played 3 at the George. Milkovich Middle, 7th graders, 14. Johnnie Wilson, 7th grade, nothing. Back with more after this.
Hi, my name is Jashawn Wade. I'm 18 years old and I have just graduated from the Lorain High School. I was a student in the Climate Control Career Technical Education Program at Lorain High. My junior year, I tried the Climate Control Program. I took what was called the HVAC classes at the time and realized this was for me. I really liked doing it. I bonded with my instructor, Mr. Sturgill, as both a teacher and a friend. The teachers and counselors at Lorain High helped me find employment over the summer. I was working on building the new high school, pulling wire, setting up speakers and the whiteboard wiring. After working on the new school and after having done so well in the program, I was accepted into one of the best programs for this field of study. I got into the University of Northern Ohio. I plan on attending UNOH for about 4 or 5 years so that I can get a higher level degree and open my own HVAC business one day. I know what I'm doing in my future, and I'm doing it thanks to Lorain High's Climate Control Career Tech program.
Hi, this is Michael Peterson. I'm sitting here in the beautiful Sound Kitchen recording studios in Franklin, Tennessee. Did you know that for over 90 years, the American Legion Auxiliary has provided comfort, care, and scholarships for our military veterans and their families? There continues to be a great need for scholarships for the children of our military veterans, as well as outreach for our wartime veterans and their families. Please join me in making a generous donation to the American Legion Auxiliary Foundation.
Back here at George, Daniel J. Ferguson, Bob Tomaszewski here for 7th grade football. We're starting the 4th quarter. Milkovich Middle has it 2nd and 3 at their own 10-yard line after a big goal line stand. Whistle as nobody was set.
Another flag.
And that one comes from and that's going to be on Lorain, it looks like, from the reaction of the players. The white team's walking backward and the red team's clapping. That's usually an indication it's going to come out to the 15 and it'll be a first down. So they'll spot it right at the 15 and it'll become 1st and 10 there for Milkovich. Milkovich with a 26-yard touchdown run in the first quarter and a 58-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. All the scoring other than an extra point conversion. Now something.
This game just kind of just dwindled down to like they're just kind of walking around now.
Josh Garcia was sent out for some reason. There's the snap. There's the toss this way. Thompson has it. He's going to not quite get back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of Titans there. Chapman there. Armstrong there. As well as number 10, Jamar Ross. So they're going to spot him just short of the 15. Has a slight loss on the play. Yeah, there's no flow to this game.
Yeah, it's a lot of penalties, and that's kind of breaks the rhythm of what you're trying to do.
And then from a Lorain standpoint, twice inside the 5 with no points.
And I mean, the last time that
was first and goal at the 1.
At the 1, yeah, maybe less.
Yeah. Those are tight line splits. I'll put my arm on your shoulder. You put your arm on my hip,
That'll
and that's
work.
how far apart we are. Give sweeping wide is Bell. Bell's going to be caught in the backfield. Ross was there, number 10. Also, McCree, number 9. He's limping a little bit as they spot the ball at the 14. So those are two real small losses, 3rd and 11.
What's the other good thing about this time of year, Jay?
Pumpkin spice everything?
Starts tonight. The new TV shows.
Yeah, I was going to say I watched a couple last night.
Yeah.
Spin out and throw.
Ooh.
First pass down the field, incomplete, intended for Baker, incomplete from Collins. Not a bad toss, a little bit behind the receiver, and it's going to be 4th and 11. If we don't see a punt here, we're never seeing another punt.
What? I'm not understanding what they're thinking. Because you can't try to block it. I mean, it's
right.
Just stand there and kick. How are you going to learn to kick the ball if you don't kick the ball? Well, there's somebody back there. Okay, here we go.
Now, I can remember when I was in middle school, we were really bad at this to the point where we put the quarterback under center.
And he
turned
took the snap and threw it back? I've seen that.
Which actually confused teams because they didn't think we were in play. He's going to keep it. He's going to be tackled at the 17. That is Baker, number 9. And
I hate to be critical, but the only people they fooled were themselves.
Well, it's the only people they hurt, too.
Yeah, Lorain's got the ball, first down inside the 20.
14-point lead, 6:03 to go. If you make them take the time they took on the last drive from the 40, it's going to, just pretty much end the game. So the Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 17.
But you know what? We talk about this, a place for kids to learn to play football. This is also a place for coaches to learn how to coach.
Well, that's true, too. You don't get very many old coaches at the 7th and 8th grade level. And back in the day, you used to.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Now there's a whistle, and there's some problem. Now the Maple Heights coach is out on the field talking to Mark Tressel.
He's getting a dissertation on whatever that rule was.
And it was very emphatically explained. And he's got his guys behind the line. That's a good thing.
The sideline call was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like 15 yards away.
They weren't that close. Motion. Now Pettis back in at quarterback. There's the give on the jet sweep. You just got to be more assertive. Now he's going to come back and tackled at the 25. You've got to be. Every play's not a touchdown. That's one of the things you have to learn in this game.
That's right. That's a thing to learn too. And if you're getting to the corner, get to the corner and then make a decision.
And if you're not getting to the corner, get upfield and take what you can get.
But don't give ground.
Yeah.
Now we got.
That's the runner, Desmond Mitchell. He's down.
Probably got the wind knocked out of him.
Well, again, it's not 90, but it's still very warm. Yep, there it is. And
boom.
It might have landed on the football.
Yeah, that's been known to happen.
Yeah. Titans come off to the side. Not sure who that is they're meeting with. Both coaches are out with the injured player.
Oh, no, that's not. I thought that was Dower out talking to the kids.
For a minute, I thought it was Justin Sturgill.
Well, that could be, too. He knows.
Yeah.
You know.
So, well, now
we're up.
Maxwell is up, and that's good to see. And the way he's kind of wobbling, let's see if he's limping. I think that's the definition there is shook up, I think.
That could be a rock and roll song.
Yeah. All shook up.
All shook up.
So.
Bless my soul, what's wrong with me?
Itching like a man.
On a fuzzy tree. Our director is laughing at us.
Yeah.
See, he'll be old like us one day.
He'll be old, but I don't know if it'll be like us.
Well, I hope he's not like us. What I'm saying is
I understand.
The old thing, yeah.
So
I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Uh-huh.
2nd and 18 as they're getting the net rather than the trainer to come after Tomo and I. This is Pettis.
Get on
Pettis
it, baby.
Trying to get
Get on it.
Pettis back to the line now. 20. Spun out at the 19.
That's better.
Well, that's a gain of 6. Now, if you can do that 2 more times, you're going to have a first down.
The guy in the box, it said 4th down. Now he's changed it to 3rd down.
Yep, I got you. So now it's 3rd and 12 at the 19. As I say, you get 6 this one and 6 the next one, you're going to have a first down.
Or how about this? Just break it clean and go.
Yeah, that would be fine. 5 minutes
Eliminate
to go.
all the figuring, the ciphering that you're doing.
Yep.
We don't want to do any ciphering.
There's 4 on the sideline, so I know somebody's got to go in, and it's Adajian Armstrong going back in.
Goes.
Wide receiver on the far side. He's out there with McCree. Near side, 15 is Chapman. 28 is Maxwell. Pettis going to try and run the same thing. Gets the sideline, gets back to the 20 and knocked out of bounds for a loss of a couple, maybe a yard. So it'll be spotted on the near hash.
Now it's 4th down.
4th and 13. This is the Titans' 3rd trip inside the red zone as it started at the 17. Back just outside the 20 right now. They have to get to the 7 for a first down.
Yeah,
with 4:35, this is game time right now.
What's that statistic they always keep track of? Red zone
efficiency.
Efficiency, yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not good today.
No.
Well, he's coming off.
They don't
now
have
you got
enough
4
linemen.
guys on the sideline.
I was going to say we're either unbalanced or we don't have enough linemen, and that's what it was. We didn't have a tackle on the far side. So timeout Lorain with 4:36 to go. Milkovich on top, 14-0. Now he's calling Maxwell back in. He was the player.
You look at these numbers and, you like to see more out there. But how about the other day when I think we did the Benedictine, the freshman game?
When they had 60?
They had 2 busloads.
Yeah.
Now that's a freshman team, man.
Yep. As somebody said to me later that day, Voucher's been good to them.
Very good, yes. We all helped pay for that. So.
Yeah, they won the Cleveland Muni Wars last year, I guess. They got quite a class. That was a very, very skilled football team.
That was
Benedictine freshman team. Now, the Saturday before I was here, and the JFK JV was here with 14 players.
Wow.
And, I'll give that coach and those kids credit for
I think
competing and battling when they were way outmanned.
The coach in Lorain County, I think, has the most credibility is the guy from Open Door that's running around trying to play 7-man football
yes.
just to keep the program alive.
Yep.
Now that, that's doing some driving around, and
Snap back
he's
to
a good
Pettis.
guy.
Throws long in the end zone. Got a man. Oh, just over the outstretched hands of Maxwell in the end zone. And Milkovich holds and will take over with 4.5 to go. That was a pretty well-thrown ball.
That was, yeah.
I think what Maxwell will learn as he goes is he's got to keep running.
Yeah.
He stopped and turned. And here it is. Pettis, couple steps this way. And, yes, see, he stopped to jump, and if he'd have taken 2 more steps, it probably would have hit him in the hands.
All right, here we go.
So, 1st and 10, Milkovich, 4.5 to go in the ball game. They lead by 14. All they've got to do is make a couple first downs. Snap back, hand off, nowhere to go that time is Thompson. Thompson bounced it to the outside, going to lose more.
That's it. The Titan defense has played
the second
a lot
half has
better
been wonderful.
Yeah.
Losses back to the 13. Loss of 7. Going to be second and, make it 16. As they spot it at the 14-yard line. And that starts up front. Big Edwin Brewer is right there over the ball.
They're getting, right
He's
here.
He's getting some penetration.
There, boom, there he is. Bounce it outside.
Pushing the blockers back into the runner.
Yep.
Adajan Armstrong also in there. And he's up from a safety.
You're in trouble if the safety is tackling your
Whistle
guys all
as
the time.
the snap is back, traveling. So motion before the snap on Milkovich cost them 5 more, take them back inside the 10. Yeah. So from here, guys, everything's half the distance.
See, all these penalties, we're beating it to death, but these are the things that happen when you don't have a lot of kids at practice, and you're probably going half-line scrimmaging and all that kind of stuff. You don't have enough. It's nice to put a whole defense out there, and then you can scrimmage a little bit. And
you learn to get hit.
Yeah, and you learn how to
hit and be hit.
And vary the cadence and do all those other things. And these guys are just happy to run a play at practice. You
got 14 when everybody's there. I formation, snap back. Collins wants to throw from his end zone. Picked off.
There it is.
Right at the 19-yard line.
I think that's
79, Demarion Perchinsky.
Oh, yeah, my cousin.
And he made a nice play on the ball.
He did. Here it is.
Collins goes back to the goal
line. He got some
line.
heat from 15.
Yeah, and there comes more heat, and he jumps and throws. And nice job there, spotting the ball early.
And staying on the ball, yes.
One of the things the Buckeyes have had trouble with this year is having their defensive backs find the football. And,
if you got that problem at that level.
Yeah. Perchinsky
don't
did a very
make New Year's
job.
Day reservations anywhere.
Unless it's for dinner. Pettis, the quarterback, 17, battles the running back. Pettis wants to throw, rolling near side. He is left-handed. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 23.
You said heard some people talking, and they were saying how sports today, it's just so screwed up, really. I mean, they said in the old days it used to be you win the title in your conference, and that was a really good year.
Yeah.
And if the little bigger schools, they had a bowl game, okay, fine. Now, they kind of, who cares? I won a big game. I got to go to the only one game. Remember when all the bowl games were really a big deal?
You sit down on a New Year's Day, and you had 5 games coming on.
Oh, you could OD on football. But none of that counts anymore. It
no. There was no bigger game in the year than the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Because it was the only bowl game that matched 2 conference winners. Nice outlet pass, and running downhill is Chapman.
Well, he's
still going
motoring.
Inside the 5. Well, not quite, just to the 6.
And
first and goal, those dreaded words we've heard before.
As Deep Throat said in the movie All the President's Men, follow the money. And that's what it's all about today. It's the big bucks.
And it's
some of those bowl games, they charge the bands to get in.
Yes.
What the heck is that?
Oh, absolutely.
We're part of the. No, you're not. No, you got to pay. Oh, okay.
Well, and it's all,
Yeah.
They charge the schools for being in it. That you have to buy so many tickets, which is, you're going to get $1 million payout, but you've got to spend $1.2 million to buy tickets.
Correct. But we were in a bowl game.
Yeah. And we get 3 extra weeks of practice as a result. Toss, sweep,
it,
nobody to home other than Mustangs. Corralled outside the 5 at about the 7, under 2 now. Make it at the 8. 3rd and goal. Or 2nd and goal.
You know who else could be at fault for all of that? Even with the high school playoffs? The trophy makers.
Well,
they make a lot of trophies.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I mean, Ohio has 7 state champions in football.
Oh, yeah. And how about the trophies to get there?
Yeah. Lorain was a regional runner-up last year. They got a trophy for that.
That's well, yeah. Well, everybody after the first round, you're going to get a trophy, win or lose, just as a gold or silver. Come on.
Pettis trying to get to the corner, giving ground, gets to the 10,
nice.
Gets to the 5, gets to the
I
pylon.
Think he's in. Is he?
Touchdown.
Yes. There you
With
go.
With a minute
nice
3
run.
to go.
Never gave up on it. I didn't think he was going to make the corner, but he made it, and he knew where the goal line was, didn't he?
With a minute 3 to go, Pettis goes 8 yards. And it was a little
Here we are.
Is he going to get there? Is he going to get there?
Because he's
right there, and now he's
right
going to give
ground.
ground.
He's got him. No,
yeah,
geez, but he got around. Then I'm thinking 46.
Yeah,
no, he just ran around him.
That. He broke a little bit of a tackle there.
Boom, and took it in.
Lowered the shoulder.
Yeah.
How much do you think he weighs without the pads?
Without the pads? Probably a hamburger and fries. I mean, that's not much.
It wouldn't be a large fry. Pat it up, whistle, why not? They're starting to single guys out now. Dead ball.
Oh, jeez.
It's you know what it is? It's equipment.
You got to have everything snapped.
Yep.
And everything tucked in.
And mouth guard in place, right?
Well, and you can't complain about that.
Oh,
that is the safety of the player. So.
And you know what? They have been warning kids all day about that.
Well, now you got to pay. Well, I'm sorry, and I agree with that call.
I
really,
do too.
You do.
Titans really have tightened down the line splits in the half. High snap. Pettis is going to get smothered back at the 22. He falls on it, and the conversion is no good. But the Titans are on the board with a minute 3 to go, 14-6. Now here's where 7th grade football strategy is a little bit different. You don't get the chance to run the onside kick here because there's no kicking off.
Correct.
So the Titans will go on defense at the 35, and with 2 timeouts left, barring a turnover, the game should be over.
Yeah, they haven't canceled the fumble, so who knows what could happen.
And they did get it back on a turnover to get in right there. Titans 1 for 3 now in the red zone. 14-6. Both teams receiving instructions from the coaches as they prepare to put the ball in play at the Maple 35. What a beautiful day in the early fall.
Huh?
The shadows out there.
Yeah.
Snap back. What used to be World Series time. That was Bell.
That's just around the corner.
November.
Yeah.
Bell was pulled down. Whistle. Timeout Lorain with 50. That took 5 seconds. Now the problem is they can only do it one more time.
Yeah.
So you've got to hope there's no math majors on the Maple sideline for the number 1. .58 seconds to go. 14-6. It's 2nd and 10. Titans need to be tackling the football if they can.
For sure. See if you can rip it out of there.
That young man looks very overheated
he
as he comes off.
As they say, fatigued.
Edwin Brewer. He is all in. He just kind of staggered to the bench, and he's
I'm thinking
unstrapping the pads.
This could be Mom coming over to check him out.
Yeah.
And his first comment would be, "Oh, Mom."
Yeah.
Right? "Oh, Mom."
That would be the standard 7th grade response to almost everything.
Well, yeah.
Now we got to count to 3, guys. He's 2. He's 3. You 2 have to go in.
Yeah. We only count to 2 now.
Because 3 is on the bench. Milkovich out and over the ball. 58 seconds to go. They lead by 8. They have a wide receiver 30 yards to the left. What that does is just pulls one out of the box. Thompson into the hole. He's tackled after a gain of about 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8. No indication of a timeout. No, there it is. Timeout Lorain with 42 seconds. They lost about 8 seconds there before the timeout. Now their coach Fike is over helping one of the players on the bench. Just trying to get his pads off of him. I'm sure he's overheated.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if anybody got him a water. You're thinking, oh, the quarters aren't that long, but...
Yeah. Well, hey, who knows?
That's a good shot of Coach Fike talking to Mr. Brewer there. They're checking his shoulder out a little bit, too,
Yeah,
I think.
maybe he got a little bang in there, you know?
Yeah. So both teams back on the field with 42 seconds
This
to go.
could be the last play.
Could be. Oops.
Somebody left a little early. Oh.
That's procedure against Milkovich. 2 seconds ran off the clock there. On the dead ball.
Actually, they could put those back.
And should.
Because it happened before the
ball
play.
was snapped. Not being an hourly employee. .40 seconds to go. 3rd and 12. You think they'll put it in the air?
You can never tell.
That's right. That's what they thought we were going to do. Single receiver out to the near side. Snap back, give to Thompson. Thompson with the corner. Thompson has the first down. The point is moot. Thompson has the sideline. Sprinting down the sideline. If he didn't step out, he just went 68 yards, but there's a flag way back on the 38-yard line. Holding is the call.
That'll generally get you a long run if somebody's holding.
And it was way out on the corner.
Now,
25 seconds to go.
Actually, if they huddle them up and then start the clock, it's over.
Right. Only in a 7th grade football game.
Boy.
As the Titans are coming back, Adasian Armstrong was doing some sort of playground gymnastics is what I want to call it. It looked like he was
cartwheel kind of thing.
It looked like he was getting thrown by an invisible ninja.
Oh, boy. Now, are they going to crank it?
Let's
see
so
when
it's
they get everything
3rd
set.
and 18.
Oh, it's on the snap.
It's on the snap.
Kneel down, and it's definitely over.
25 seconds to go. Titans out of timeouts, 14-6, Milkovich. They may be talking about what they want on their pizzas after the game in that huddle. Hey,
it could be.
They are still in the gun with the power eye to the near side. And a wide receiver snap back, give to Thompson straight ahead. He's down, and that stops the clock because it should be you know what? That's fourth down now because they changed the box. So now it's
quick,
fourth down.
Yeah.
Well, the scoreboard had fourth down. So they do not have to run another play, and we're under 5 seconds. And this one's going to end with the 7th graders from Milkovich Middle on top of the 7th graders from General Johnnie Wilson, 14-6. And a valiant effort by Johnnie Wilson and the 14 guys that they have, but just came up short. And it's those trips to the red zone where they came up empty, Tomo.
They were in the game. They were down there. They punched those 3 in. They punched one of them in. They punched the other 2 in. They win the game. And so, you got to – it's not so much what they did, it's what we didn't do.
Right. And unfortunately, the Titans will drop to 1-2 on the year after missing their first 2 games just because they didn't have enough bodies.
Yeah.
But, what we're seeing is that some guys are getting some experience.
For sure.
We saw a center wide receiver today.
Yes.
And he played in the first half at center and the second half at wide receiver.
I'll give him credit. I'll tell you, we saw some good things, too. Some guys running the ball well. So it's there. Just got to bring it along.
It'll come.
Bring it along.
But for Club TV 20, for Bob Schlenbaker down on the track and Terry Trout in the next room and Joe Bach behind me, and most of all for Jaden Morales doing everything to make the rest of us look good.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. For my partner, Tomo, it's Jay Ferguson wishing you all a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.